Two people earn the same money. One spends 30 years buying things that quietly take money out of their pocket every month. The other spends the same 30 years buying things that quietly put money in. From the outside, in the early years, they look almost identical. But they're playing two completely different games, and only one of them ends up wealthy. The difference comes down to a single word most people use every day, and almost nobody defines correctly: asset. By the end of this video, you'll never confuse the real ones with the fakes again. The one question that separates a real asset from a fake: 5 that quietly build wealth, and 3 that only pretend to. Forget the textbook definition for a second. Here's the only test that matters. Does it put money into your pocket or take money out? A real asset feeds you. A liability feeds on you. That's the whole distinction, and it's the one most people were never taught. This sounds obvious, but watch how quickly it exposes things. Most people's biggest so-called assets are actually costing them money every single month. And because the culture calls those things assets, nobody questions it. Wealth doesn't come from owning a lot. It comes from owning the right kind of thing, stuff that works while you sleep, instead of stuff that bills you while you sleep. Here's the mindset shift the wealthy grow up with. They don't ask, "Can I afford this?" They ask, "Will this feed me or feed on me?" Then they spend years deliberately stacking the things that feed them. And they let those assets buy their comforts, instead of buying comforts that quietly drain them. Same money, opposite direction. Before we go further, if you're finding this useful, don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up. It genuinely helps the channel keep breaking money down like this. Now let's look at the 5 real ones first. Real asset number 1, ownership in businesses you don't have to run. This is the quiet engine behind most large fortunes, owning a slice of productive companies, most simply through broad, low-cost funds. You put in money, and businesses full of people work to grow it while you sleep. No management, no permission, and historically the most accessible wealth builder for an ordinary person. Number 2, assets that pay you to hold them, the income kind. Certain investments are built to send you a regular payment simply for owning them. A slice of company profits, or interest for lending your money out safely. Reinvested, those payments buy more of the thing that pays you, and the stream slowly widens on its own. Number 3, income-producing property, real estate that a tenant pays for. Not the home you live in, property where someone else's rent covers the costs and hands you the difference. It's capital-heavy and it's real work, so it's honestly not passive for most people. But done right, it's an asset someone else quietly pays down for you. Number 4, and this is the one people forget: your own skills and knowledge. The ability to earn is the asset that funds every other asset on this list. Raise your value in the market and you increase the flow of money you can then convert into the others. It never shows up on a balance sheet, and it's often the highest return asset you'll ever own. Number 5, things you build once that keep working. Scalable creations. Work you do a single time that keeps paying afterward. Something written, recorded, coded, or designed that people keep buying while you sleep. The catch is real. The income comes after the effort, sometimes long after. But once it exists, it detaches your earnings from your hours. If this list is already reframing how you see your money, now let's flip it over. Here are the 3 fakes. Fake number 1, the car you drive. It's the possession most people proudly call an asset, and it fails the test on every front. It loses value the moment you own it, and it takes money out every single month in fuel, insurance, and repairs. A car can be worth buying for the life it gives you. Just never confuse it with something that's building your wealth. It's a tool you pay to use, not an asset that pays you. Fake number 2, the house you live in. This one's controversial, so let's be fair. Your home can grow in value over time, and paying it down does build equity. But while you live in it, it mostly takes money out. The loan interest, taxes, insurance, upkeep, repairs. It's better described as a forced savings account wrapped in a lifestyle expense than a pure asset. A home can be a wonderful thing to own. Just don't assume it's the engine growing your wealth. For most people, it isn't the one doing the heavy lifting. Fake number 3. Expensive things sold to you as investments. The watch, the designer bag, the collectible, the shiny thing marketed with the phrase, "It'll hold its value." A tiny few genuinely appreciate. But for almost everyone, these are consumption dressed up in the language of investing. They rarely pay you to hold them, they're hard to sell at the price you imagine, and the story that they're an investment is exactly what lets you feel responsible while spending. Enjoy nice things. Just don't let the word investment do your budgeting for you. Here's the move. And it's not, own nothing you enjoy. It's order. Buy the real assets first, and let them grow big enough to pay for the fakes. The wealthy still own cars, homes, and nice things, but they buy them with the income their assets throw off, so the money keeps working even after they've spent it. So do one thing this week. Take your list of what you own and label each item with the one question. Does this feed me or feed on me? Don't judge it, just see it clearly. Most people have never once sorted their life this way, and that single sort is where building real wealth quietly begins. So, the distinction that changes everything. A real asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes it out. The 5 that quietly build wealth: ownership in businesses, assets that pay you to hold them, income property, your own skills, and things you build once that keep paying. The 3 fakes that drain you while wearing the costume of assets: your car, the home you live in, and expensive investments that are really just purchases. And the strategy isn't to give up nice things. It's to buy assets first and let them pay for everything else. This is why 2 people with identical incomes end up in completely different places. It was never about how much they earned. It was about what they bought with it. Whether they spent 30 years stacking things that feed them or things that feed on them. You don't need a bigger salary to start. You just need to stop calling liabilities assets and start deliberately owning the real ones. Quick reminder before you go, don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up, and the free net worth tracker in the description is built to help you watch your real assets grow. This is education, not financial advice. The examples here are illustrative and simplified. All investing carries risk, including possible loss of principal, and everyone's situation is different. So please talk to a licensed professional about your own. Now I want to hear from you. Be honest. What's one asset you've been telling yourself is building your wealth that's actually a fake? Confess it below. I'll see you in the next one.